Hi, it's LeJanaro back with another video. I would like to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and everyone who keeps coming back each time I post a new video. So I got a few things to do today. I have my physical coming up in about an hour, so I'm going to go get that done. I'm going to go to Joann's since Butterick and Vogue is on sale to see if they have the new Butterick patterns that I was looking for in the last sale. At the grocery shop, I have to go vote. What else? My friend's birthday was yesterday. We're supposed to meet up and hang out. She used to live 5 minutes from me, but now she lives on the other side of town. The other side of town. Now they say Atlanta is an hour from Atlanta. Yeah. So we're gonna meet up and hang out for a little while later today. But yeah, I'm gonna get started. I'll show you what I'm wearing today. So this is one of my 9337s that I made last year. I like this one. This is the one where I had another one in a similar color, like an orangey, burnt orange type color. And it's funny, I like to wear my jogger sets and stuff to my appointments with my doctor because she loved my jogger sets. My alarm went off, so it cut off my recording, but yeah, I'm getting ready to head out. That was my alarm to let me know it was time to go, so I will take you all along on my day with me. I did get 2 patterns cut out, but I'll talk about the patterns probably in the next clip. I'll talk to you all about my sewing dilemmas in the next clip.
In Joann, they don't have the new Butterick patterns out yet, but I'm seeing that the licensed fabric is 70% off. My aunt wants me to make her a tote bag out of Auburn fabric, and this is the only Auburn fabric it has, but it is 70% off, so guess that's a win.
Okay, so these are the 4 patterns that I want to make. Or these are my next 4 makes, I should say. McCall's 8447, Simplicity 9897, McCall's 8456, and Butterick 6136. Now this one I haven't picked out fabric for yet, but there's plenty in my stash. So, and I don't know whether I'm going to do the color blocking or not, because you can color block this. So I'll have to see. I like, because I have so much printed like ITY and jersey knit fabric, I may just go with this, with a different collar, probably with this collar. But I have a lot of printed fabric. So I might not even color block it. I may just do it in a full print, because I like this. I think it's cute. Alright, so that's that. I figure that will be pretty straightforward once I find fabric for it. Now, these 3, my dilemma, I don't have a dilemma with this one. I just need to pick fabric. And I have plenty of fabric to go with this. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to do a solid color or a print color, because I have some really cute prints that I could make this. And I love this because it has pockets. So I'll show you the fabric in a second. So that's that one. I'm just deciding on whether I want to do a solid or print. If I do a solid, I'm going to do one of the fabrics that I'm about to show you. And then these 2. These are the 2 I'm having dilemmas with, and the only reason is because I don't know if I have enough fabric. I think I'm going to need at least 3.5 to 4 yards of fabric for both of these. I might be able to get away with 3 yards with this, because fine fabric is so wide. But I may not be able to do sleeves, and I kind of want to do sleeves. But since it'll be warm soon, I might just go ahead and just do the short sleeve. So I might be able to get away with 3 yards for this. Especially with fine fabrics fabric, because it's so wide, I can put both pant legs on the same side, if that makes sense. I can just fold the fabric in half and lay out both pant legs, and it will fit on the fine fabrics fabric because it's so wide. So this is a maybe. And then this one, same dilemma. If I can put both pant legs, if I can lay them both down, I might be able to get away with 3 yards, maybe. But I definitely want to do these in solid colors. I don't want to do prints for these. So let me show you the fabrics. So I have this one. I don't know if it's showing up well, the color showing up well on the screen, but it's like a dark tan. And I was thinking about that for this McCall's pattern. If this is not enough fabric, which I think this is actually more fabric than this purple. I was thinking about this purple for this, but I'm really on the fence. Not on the fence about the fabric. I just don't think I got enough fabric to pull this off. I'm gonna, whenever I trim the patterns, I'm gonna lay the pattern pieces out on the fabric, but I don't have high hopes that this is enough fabric. All right, so for this fabric, I was also thinking about this fabric for either one of the patterns, really. This is like it's a knit, it's ribbed, but it's not thin at all. It has like a nice suede type feel for the inside. So this is very, very nice fabric. I'm gonna say I got this from Fine Fabrics, but I'm honestly not sure. More than likely is where I got it from, because that's mostly where I get my fabric from. Or my mom got it from Joann, but I'm leaning more towards Fine Fabrics. But I think it will go nice with both of these, and I think I have enough fabric to pull it off for either one of these. So that's my dilemma with this fabric right here. This fabric feels so good on the inside, y'all. And then last but not least, this is the blue. It is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. This is what I really want to use to make this pattern. I want to use this blue. I love, love, love this blue. And if I don't have enough fabric, I'm going to cry real tears. So yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Part of this weekend. I'm not going to spend the whole weekend in here. First things first, I got to trim the patterns. So nothing is getting figured out until I trim all of these patterns. Thankfully, though, I can sit down and do it. I have a high chair that I sit at the table. So I can actually, if I get tired of standing, I can sit down. This one only has 6 pieces. I'm not sure how many pieces this has because of the color blocking. I guess I can pull it out and look real quick. And while I'm looking, let me know. 1, if you have these patterns. 2, if you plan on making them. And if you plan on doing a solid or a print. This one has 9 pieces. I'm not going to even open these to see how many pieces they have, because I already know. I already know. So yeah, I think I'll start by trimming these 2 first, and then I'll trim these 2 afterwards. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm just going to get started and start rambling. All right. Okay, so I am home. My lighting sucks right now, but I'm home. I've trimmed these 2 patterns, so got that done. I'm getting ready to trim
this pattern, I went to Joann to see if the buttered patterns are on sale. They were not on sale. Well, rewind. They did not have the new patterns out. They are on sale. So yeah, still no new buttered patterns. So I guess I have to wait till the next sale. But I showed you all this in the store. This was 70% off, an extra, well, 70% off. It's last chance fabric. So most of the licensed fabric and some other fabrics at my Joann are all 70% off. That was the only spot they had it in the store. So I don't know if that's going to be for every Joann or just some of the Joanns, but that's what's going on in my store. It works out. My aunt wants a tote bag made from Auburn fabric, and then I got this quilted fabric for the bottom part of the tote bag, and I forgot to look for lining fabric, so I'm either hoping that I have some blue or some orange in my stash. I'm not sure how I feel about orange as the lining. I don't know. I'll try to work it out in my head. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to work on this bag this weekend, but I do have the fabric. Just got to look for the lining, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but I'm definitely getting ready to trim this one. And then the other pattern, I'll probably, if I feel like it, I'll trim it tonight. I'm trying to see where it is. This pattern. If I feel like it after I trim that one, I'll trim this one because they have a lot of pieces. I can't remember how many pieces this is, but I think it's around 11 or so, maybe. But if I don't feel like trimming this one tonight, I will trim it tomorrow. Me and my friend went to the Olive Garden and had soup and salad. Soup and salad is my favorite thing from the Olive Garden besides Parmesan chicken. This is the tote bag that I'm going to use, and then instead of using all of the Auburn fabric for the entire bag, I have a pattern piece that I made, and the bottom part will be of the quilted fabric. If you've been here for any amount of time, any long amount of time, you've seen me make these tote bags. So yep, I'm rambling now. I'm getting ready to watch the mid-season finale of season 7 of Sisters. I guess that's how you say it. I don't even watch this show, but I'm so invested in finding out the DNA test for these babies. I gotta watch it. If you know, you know. Let me know in the comments if you watch Sisters on BET Plus, the Tyler Perry show. Okay, so I've trimmed this pattern. Is this a faux fly front? When I was trimming the pattern, it has a fly front, so I'm guessing it's a faux fly front. So I'm gonna have to look at the instruction. Is there a video on this? Oh, yep. It says right here there's a sew along. So I'm gonna have to go watch the sew along. The last time I did a faux fly, it was an epic fail. I have not trimmed this one yet. I've looked at the finished garment measurements, and I'm a little skeptical on what size I need to cut. The size that is telling me I need to cut, I'm not real confident on that. Yeah. So I need to go on YouTube and see who's made this pattern, and see if they talked about sizing, because the other pattern goes up to an 18, but the last time I cut an 18 on the top, I couldn't breathe in that top. So, but the finished garment measurements is telling me I need to cut a 16 or 18, and I'm just not confident about that. The pants, I think it's telling me, that's blurry. I can't remember, but I think it's telling me to cut like a 24 women's. I'm like, really? 24?
So I need to go do some research. All right, so next up, I have to make some t-shirts for my niece and my great niece. They are going to have a booth at a grocery store on Sunday. So I'm going to make them some t-shirts. They wanted white shirts with green vinyl. Luckily, I had that green vinyl in my stash. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go ahead and cut this vinyl with my Cricut and then press it on the shirts. Got my Cricut fired up over there. I got to fire up my heat press and then I can get these shirts done. All right. It says living that Girl Scout leader life. And that, my friends, is the reason why I don't do this full time. That weeding process. Even though people sell screen print transfers, I haven't looked into that yet, but it does make the process a little bit easier. And this is actually an easy design to weed, but yeah, that's why I don't do this full time. All right, so I'm getting ready to cut out this Simplicity 9897, and I did watch Creativity by T's video on this where she made this pattern, and I took her advice about folding the fabric inward, so basically taking the selvage edges and folding them both to the center to cut this out. I usually do that with things that I have to cut on the fold, but this one I had to do it. And one other thing that I have to do is, this is the sleeve right here. I don't have enough fabric. This is only 2 yards of fabric, so I'm having to fold the sleeve pattern in half and cut it on the fold. That way I know I have enough fabric to cut out all of the pieces. So over there, that's the front and back piece. I have them lined up on the fold, and then this is the sleeve piece that I folded in half, and I have that on the fold, and then when you open it up you have a full sleeve. The other pieces are bands in the pocket, so I have enough fabric on the end down there to cut out those pieces. But I wanted to show you what I'm having to do to cut out this. And this is actually going to be a wearable muslin. I don't do that very often, but I wanted to make it because I didn't cut out my normal size, because this pattern is supposed to fit big and it has a lot of ease in it. So I wanted to just grab some jersey fabric from my stash from Fine Fabrics and cut it out and sew it up real quick and see how it fits, and then I'll cut it out in some different fabric that I like. All right. Okay, so with the sleeve, I'm going to have to cut up a little bit further because one part of the sleeve is like this is the highest part of the sleeve, and then the other part of the sleeve kind of dips down a little bit. So I'm going to cut up just a little bit further, so when I open up the pattern piece, I can go ahead and fix this part on the pattern piece, because if I were to just cut it like that, it might not be right. So I just want to open up the fabric, open up the pattern, and just cut the sleeve right, if that makes sense. Alright, so this is what I was talking about, that I was going to cut up a little further, because this, see how the top of the sleeve is? So I cut up a little bit further so I can open up the pattern piece and the fabric and just cut this correctly. Alright, so got the first sleeve cut out. Now I got to cut out the rest of the pattern. Alright, it's all cut out, and I'm ready to sew it, but I don't think I'm going to sew until next weekend. I've done a lot this weekend, so I think this is going to be it, but at least it's prepped and ready to sew, so I'm happy about that. Alright, thank you for coming along with me on my days, because it's been 2 days. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a new video, and I'll see you in the next one.